Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm here to talk to you about stress. So, what is stress? Stress is defined as emotional pressure suffered by a human being or other animal. Or, in other words, our reaction in our mind to outside events causes disturbance within us, uncomfortability. And I'm going to talk to you today about my work experience and the stress I've faced. And I'm also going to talk to you about the research I did after having faced that stress and wanting to find a solution and a way to conquer it. So first, with my work experience. So I work at a restaurant as a host, and it may not sound like all too bad, being a host, you get to say hi to people, but like I said before, it's the mind that creates all this stress, and I was creating a lot of stress for myself by, wanting to rush through everything and, having to stand up straight and always smile and do all these other things that were stressing me out. And, when a customer complained, or whenever I didn't understand a customer, I would get uber stressed out. And by the end of the day, I would end up feeling like tense all over, and it would show up in my body, in my neck, in my jaw, my voice. I would sound like this by the end of the day. I would sound like that by the end of the day, and my breathing was just not there. And so I came home from work that day asking myself, is there a way that I can deal with this that is going to dissipate this before it ever happens? And so what I ended up doing was doing some research, and I found some techniques, and I redirected the stress and essentially nipped it in the bud before it ever set in, which is great because now I can go to work and I can leave work relatively unfazed. I can be like, woo, at the end of the day, kick up my feet and relax, not be like, I don't have to be like that anymore. And so, yeah, the research I did had real results. And now I'm going to tell you about some of that research that I did. So what I found is you can find this information anywhere on the internet. You can go onto YouTube, find little videos that'll teach you how to manage it, stress management. You can go onto Google, find an article, etc., etc. So the information is out there. Don't take my word for it. Just go find out for yourself. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So what I realized is that stress, it comes in the form of a hormone called cortisol. And when this hormone comes, certain things happen in the body, you tense up, and this can have an effect on our thoughts, which in effect are shown through what's called displacement behaviors. So our thoughts create these displacement behaviors, and it's like nervous twitches, shifting weight, really just feeling uncomfortable. And displacement behaviors are ineffective in removing the stress. And so the more you just think that as time progresses and the more displacement behaviors you do, tapping foot, shifting weight, kind of looking around nervously, that just creates more stress by having not removed it in the first place. And so I questioned, okay, so now that I know that these displacement behaviors tell me when I'm experiencing stress, how do I fix that? Or how do I effectively get rid of that stress. What I found was diaphragmatic breathing. And you always hear that phrase, diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe from your diaphragm to get vocal volume, or breathe to sing, or to get loud, or yada yada yada, and all that stuff. And the way diaphragmatic breathing works is you breathe low into your belly while your chest remains still. So all of this ends up in your stomach. You're breathing, rather than breathing like that, which is hyperventilating, you breathe from your stomach. And this effectively removes the stress. And in fact, diaphragmatic breathing also creates a calm, focused mindset. So it has an effect on your thoughts, which in turn have effect on these displacement behaviors, and they soon begin to disappear. And of course, you know, rather than doing these, focus all that into your stomach. And I did this while I was at my job the other day, and I went through the day relatively smoothly. I felt fairly calm, fairly relaxed, not stressed, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. So it's working for me. Maybe you could try it, and if it works for you, great. So in conclusion, I've told you about some of the stress I've experienced and how I've dealt with it, and how I researched stress and found new ways to cope with it, more effective ways. And now you know, hopefully, what to do next time you face stress. And my goal in making this video really is just to help someone, anyone, even just one person in the world. If I know I have helped somebody remove at least some of their stress, as I have, then I'll be happy. So anyway, if you liked this video, comment, like, subscribe, or don't. Leave some hate, leave some flame, relieve some stress. Let me know all your problems. Cool, está bien. I'll see you around. Signing off, Joe Fuss.